The major game in round 4 was the game between the leaders. Also the game between the top two seeds. Vaishnavi CM versus Sid Surya. Let's see what transpired in their game. This whoever won this game would have become the sole leader after round 5. Siddharth plays the customary Sicilian. Knight f3, knight c6. Let's just breeze through the opening. Knight moves back, bishop's out. d6, h3, bishop. So Vaishnavi defends the e4 pawn by pinning the knight. Bishop takes, queen takes, and castles. No. Okay. She plays queen d3. I wonder why she did not just castle here. Okay, just delaying castle a little bit. And now castles. Knight e7. So the knight is going to come to g6 and f4, I guess. Rook d1, rook d8, rook b1. So the rooks are on beautiful files for white. But as is usual in Sicilian, black suddenly activates his pieces. Even though they look a little meek right now, engines like black actually. Knight g6, knight h2, knight f4. The queen comes to g3. Queen was attacked. Bishop e6. So there is no time for rook takes pawn. But she could. Oh, why didn't she take? I really don't know. What is the problem with bishop takes? Oh, bishop takes, queen takes, and then if rook takes. Okay, so if bishop takes, then there is. Oh, wait. Bishop cannot take, right? There was knight e2 check. So there was a threat. The bishop cannot move. The e2 square is being guarded by the bishop. So bishop e6 is a nice move. Just giving up this pawn, but she cannot do anything. So she plays bishop f1. She could have also moved the king somewhere maybe, or rook d2. Anyway, bishop f1, b6. Now he guards the b7 pawn, a3. The pawn that was attacked is being guarded now. Rook c8, attacking the c3 pawn. Rook d2. Interesting. Oh wait, the queen is already guarding c3, so there's no threat. Rook c5, so black is planning to put more pressure on c3. But before that, white tries to exchange of those rooks. Rook goes back. Now knight g4. If bishop takes and queen takes, I guess. So that just moves the queen away. And that allows knight takes e5. And this is the first critical moment of the game. Vaishnavi is now better. She has just won a pawn. And it's just better for white. So in this position, black should have played bishop takes g4 or queen e7. That was also possible. What about queen g5? Queen g5, the same trick is. Oh, wait, can we play knight takes? Yeah, we can still play knight e5 because there's no queen takes. Rook will take back. And if pawn takes, of course, rook takes rook. That's the whole point. She plays queen. I mean, he plays queen g6, allowing Vaishnavi to get a good position, winning position. Queen takes, pawn takes, rook goes back, pawn takes, rook takes, rook takes. Here, of course, he cannot take because rook is hanging. So she plays rook takes, and then here she had a nice move. She could have played f5 first. Pawn f5, bishop moves, and then rook takes pawn. Instead, she just played rook takes e5. That gives black some time to attack white's pawns. Pawn f5 now. White is still winning. Bishop comes to c4. Rook e7. a5. e5. Bishop takes, king takes, and then rook takes e3. Rook e8 is a nice move, making the king move away to the side. It's always good to push the king away in an endgame. Push opponent's king away. Your king has to be close. Pawn e6. Nice move. Pawn takes, but now it's basically equal. King g6 and the pawn cannot move further. Material is just one pawn up for white, but this pawn is going to fall. He plays rook takes a3. Here, Vaishnavi could have tried king e2. King e2 or king f2. It was possible, but she plays pawn e7. The pawn is not going anywhere. There's no now black is just going to play king g6, king f7, and pick up the pawn. So material is now going to be equal, right? Black is basically up a pawn right now. Once this pawn falls, king f2, rook goes back, and now Vaishnavi decides to go after the b6 pawn. Rook takes, and here Sidharth offered a draw, I think, and Vaishnavi accepted. So that is how the board one game between Vaishnavi and Sidharth ended in a draw. It was a well fought game. Vaishnavi had her chances, the top seed, but she could not convert.